And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Up first, we've got blizzard warning continuing tonight into tomorrow for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast there for east winds 35 to 55 miles per hour, creating blowing and drifting snow and reducing visibilities up there. So conditions much like you saw today continuing tonight and tomorrow. Otherwise, satellite imagery here showing some clouds shifting up in toward the southern southeast coast with a few showers over toward Dixon Entrance. Otherwise, pretty nice day on up to the North Gulf Coast and the Copper River Basin with some sun breaks. Also Kodiak Island, Bristol Bay, seeing some clearing. Some cloudiness here, bringing some light precipitation into the northern Cook Inlet area, Matanuska Valley. On up in the areas of the Susitna Valley, a lot of loose clouds up over the eastern interior to the Arctic coast. And low pressure spinning out here over the northern Bering Sea, just grazing the southwest coast with some flurries and a few skiffs of snow. But snow did get into Nunivak Island today with this band here just to the west, and then that trailing down into the Pribilof Islands with some light snow at times there. Otherwise, gathering clouds down here along and south of the Aleutians associated with the next storm that'll be coming up tonight and tomorrow. Otherwise, a weak trough out there brought some scattered showers from Adak and Atka westward to Shemya. Here's the system here over the Bering Sea and the cold front just west of Nunivak Island, bringing the light snow to the southwest coast there, trailing off to the south. High pressure cleared it out here over the, or at least decreased the clouds a little bit. Some areas are clearing from Norton Sound all the way down into Bristol Bay. Bethel was clear earlier today, but then some clouds moved back in this afternoon. And then along that trough in the interior, areas of light snow from the eastern Alaska range all the way up in toward Kotzebue, across the Kobuk Valley, Selawik, scattered showers on the western Arctic coast, then the strong winds here on the eastern Arctic coast there with the snow and blowing snow and the blizzard conditions. Otherwise, a pretty nice day here over the southeast part of the state, and then some rain and snow showers, cloudy skies, northern Cook Inlet into the Matanuska-Susitna Valley. For tonight, that'll end, and it'll stay generally mostly cloudy, but clearing here to the west and down toward Kodiak Island. Low pressure in the central interior, that'll be responsible for a rather widespread area of light snow here in interior Alaska. Then some scattered showers out to the western Arctic coast. And this system keeps chance of snow along the southwest coast here, that low now north of St. Matthew Island, front staying west of Nunivak Island, periods of snow there. Look for heavier snow to move into St. Lawrence Island tonight with increasing winds. Next big storm here coming up toward the central Aleutians. That'll bring wind and rain and snow into Adak and Atka with mostly just rain spreading into the eastern Aleutians late tonight. Then we'll see for tomorrow, that front pushes eastward here, bringing gale force winds and rain to the Alaska Peninsula, rain and snow in the Pribilof Islands with east-northeast winds on the increase. And pretty strong winds here back on the west side of that system, so could see gusts to 60 miles an hour or 50 to 60 miles an hour. Definitely gale force winds there for Adak Island, diminishing towards Shemya. Partly to mostly sunny here in the afternoon across much of southern Alaska, right on up into Norton Sound, maybe even along the northwest coast here. Kotzebue Sound could see some clearing, and scattered snow showers over the central eastern interior, dry and mostly sunny for the Copper River Basin, Prince William Sound, North Gulf Coast, and the Panhandle. As this area showers, that tonight brings a risk of a shower or two here over the extreme southern Panhandle, shifts eastward there, and should be just a mostly cloudy day in the southern areas, mostly sunny back to the north. And then moving on into Friday, stays fair here, fair and dry with light winds for the Panhandle right on up into the Copper River Basin. Look for increasing mid and high level clouds though, dry in the central interior up to the Arctic coast. This low center, back it up one more here. This low center takes off to the northeast and moves right over Nunivak Island in the afternoon. The front pushing wind and rain up into south central Alaska, diminishing for Kodiak Island, rain and snow, Kuskokwim Valley into the Kuskokwim Delta, snow and blowing snow for the Yukon Delta up into Norton Sound, wrapping back around, snow showers for the Pribilof Islands, and just some widely scattered shower activity for the Aleutians and Alaska Peninsula, and isolated snow showers for the Arctic coast. And looking at the low temperatures tonight, 5 below 20 for the Arctic coast and the North Slope. Teens, Brooks Range, 20s, central interior, and 20s to mid-30s here for south central Alaska, but colder here to the west, anywhere from 5 to 15, then back into the mid-20s along the coast to the Pribilofs. Lows in the 30s here for the southeast coast. Highs tomorrow, 55 to 60 for the southern panhandle, otherwise 45 to 50 in the north. And upper 30s to lower 40s again for south central Alaska to Kodiak Island, lower 40s in the Copper River Basin, lower to mid 30s here in the Tanana Valley to near 40 for Northway on up to Eagle, 10 to 15 for the Arctic coast, and 20s and 30s here out toward the southwest coast, lower to mid 40s for the eastern Aleutians. And the lows Friday morning, anywhere from 5 below to 10 above for the North Slope and the Arctic coast, all the way down into the Yukon Flats, otherwise teens in the central interior, and 25 to 30 here for south central Alaska, in the 30s for the Panhandle, and lower 30s for Kodiak Island, mid-20s for the Pribilofs. That'll be followed by highs in the lower 30s for St. Paul and St. George, and looking at highs in the lower 40s for Bristol Bay, lower 40s, south central Alaska, Copper River Basin, mid-30s to lower 40s for the central interior areas, and teens for the Arctic coast and North Slope, and 40s and 50s for the southeast coast.